Now we are ready. I got all my stuff, got my penny sleeves, got my top loaders all ready to go. Here's our first box. We'll do a couple megas, couple blasters. Let us have a little fun today. Good luck, everybody. Let's get started. This is 2 autographs or memorabilia. So that's my first. Interesting to see what it says there when they, or. And on average, you got the 2 big things that they always talk about. They got to talk about or and on average. Okay, so then we'll see how the distribution goes here. Now, we knew the hobby box after a few cases of hobby. It was 5 base cards, 1 portrait, 1 rides. Okay, and no, I'm sorry. 3 base, 1 portrait, 1 rides, 1 optic, 1 insert, and 1 parallel was in the hobby boxes. Let's see what they have in. Then there's 8 cards in this. Okay, so we do have 8 cards. All right, good luck. Here's my first view of a mega box. Let's see what we got. All right, so we got base. So 4 base. Oh, here's the William Byron. Let's start off with the velocity one. The laser it's called. I'm sorry, velocity laser. A William Byron laser one. Those are not numbered. We got the optic of Austin Cindric on an optic card. So I'll go a little faster right now. I'm just enjoying myself. Going a little slow. And a couple more base. So is there I didn't see any portrait or rides cards here. Okay, well, here we go. There's a rides. So we got some rides. So it looks like on this first pack, we got 4 base, 1 laser, 1 optic, and 2 rides. Let's see. Here's 4 base again. 1 laser. Oh, SVG laser. That's not bad. Turned around. Okay, Austin. Now here is this is the special insert, right? The exclusive blue velocity. This is the blue velocity card. Not numbered. Austin Beers giving the bro fist, or showing off his ring, one or the other. That's the blue optic. And we got a portrait and a rides. All right, so it looks like my first impressions are. Oh, also here, if you send me a direct message, if you do want any of these, okay, I have some. I'll get some shipped to you. Okay, I'll get some of those to you. All right, here is a little Sammy Smith. Okay, the laser, blue laser numbered. Okay, this is our first. And if you're new, anything under 100, I will top load for you. Anything numbered, of course, I'll put in a penny sleeve. But there's our first number card, little Sammy Smith. Our first number. What do you think? What do you think? Does anybody have an impression? The Carolina blue on the laser. Anybody have a thought on that? I'll put that on the wall of fame right there. And an optic. How about a silver optic? It's a nice pack. Christian Eckes, silver optic. And then we had a portrait and a ride. So it looks like we're getting 4 base, 1 portrait, 1 rides, and then 1 optic, 1 parallel is what I'm thinking here. Here is a Michael McDowell laser. We got Raja blue, velocity 1 optic. Here is a optic Joey Logano. I'll ship everything to you. Here's a regular Carolina blue. A little junior. Little Dale Earnhardt. I just get these on camera, but real quick. There's an optic Ryan Preece. And the Unleashed insert. I like the Unleashed. I'm putting that set together. I do like the Unleashed. It's a good look. There's a couple more base cards. All right, so it looked like my first impression is we're getting 4 base out of 100. Remember, those are out of 100, including the 5 rated rookies. And in the hobby, there was always 1 rides and 1 portrait. But here it looks like sometimes we have 2 rides, sometimes we have 2 portraits in there, and then of course 1 insert and 1 optic is what it's looking. And I have not seen a memorabilia or autograph yet, so we'll see what happens here. Maybe it's in this one. Let's see what we got. Base. All right, here comes a Austin Cindric. Little turned around Austin Cindric. That's our second Austin Cindric optic. Okay, the blue velocity. And there's our first autograph. Oh, see, a little Tommy Joe Martin. That's, okay, Tommy Joe Martin. There was the S through Z. I forgot what it was. He was in that. He's autograph only. This is not in a base. No number. So it's just the autograph parallel. So that's our first autograph. We'll keep it right there. And how about right behind it is little Matt Kenseth Unleashed. Keep it going. William Byron on the blue optic. I like the blue optic. I'm a blue. DC Megas may be moving if they have autos in them, right? So far, one pack, one auto so far. There. Here is the Spellbound. I'm gonna see a few and then give my impression here in a little bit. Here's an optic. Chase Elliott optic. Right behind there's our memorabilia. Daniel Suarez, souvenir swatch. Honestly, I like this look. A little cleaner than the swatches in the hobby boxes. That's a good look. I like that. Nice, clean look. How about Race Kings? Race Kings, Corey Heim. Here is the Velocity, Kyle Petty Velocity. The blue. The blues are nice. Blue's my favorite color. So let's Sheldon Creed on that one. Here's an optic Jeb Burton optic. And the SVG season highlights insert. It looks like it's a lot of randomly placed here. Let's see what's looking at here. Here is Lane Riggs. And Kyle Busch. The spelling. If you're putting the spelling together, definitely hobby. I think there's a lot more. Let's see what we got here. In optics, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6. Okay, there was 12 packs. We got 6 blue. 1. We had 1. Now, okay, like I was saying, there was 2 on average, about 2 silvers per hobby box. So if you're trying to put that silver set together, I get them before people realize that, because there are a little more on the rare. Remember last year there was like every 3 or 4 packs there was a silver pack in it, and then here just 5 regular base on that. Okay, so that's the optic we had here on the Velocity, and I'm just doing a little analysis now. So we had 4 Velocity cards, 4 of the regular laser. I'm sorry, I called them Velocity. Laser, yes. Helly fan, you were correct. 1 Junior. This is the Carolina blue parallel, just like the regular parallels in hobby. We had a blue laser out of 99, and then the autograph and the memorabilia is what we had. So there's what a typical box looks like. Let's do the same thing. Let's do one more box of megas here to see how our analysis is. I was thinking about doing an actual long video, a long form video of what's inside these. So we'll see. I'm thinking about it and doing it are two different things. The first autograph was Tommy Joe Martin. Well, Tommy Joe was our first autograph. And then we'll do one more mega, and then we'll go to the blaster box. We'll open a couple of those and see, because we know what's in the hobby. We've had a few hobbies already. And the second one was actually, I like the. Let me give you a second here. It was a souvenir swatch. It's called. Okay. As a souvenir swatch, it was the fire suit. Here's the second one. Let me get that. A penny sleeve also. So we had one autograph and one memorabilia in that first box. And that was the memorabilia there. We'll see. All right, let's go through the base here. How about Dawson Sutton? And there's our memorabilia right away. A suited up little Daniel Dye. This now it has the cracked ice look as opposed to a regular solid. The Daniel Dye was in the hobby boxes, a nice solid look. This has a little cracked ice look on those. And right behind it, how about a cracked ice little Race Kings Kyle Busch out of 99. There you go. So like last year, the Megas and Hobbies are having cracked ice in them. That was their look last year. And we got a portrait. Justin Allgaier rides. William Swalich. Here comes the laser. Justin Allgaier. Oh, back-to-back Justin Allgaiers. The Optic one. Got your base. Here's a laser of Ross Chastain. And looks like a blue Optic. The Blue Velocity, Jake Garcia. Here is so it looks like the Carolina Blue, Bobby Labonte. This is 176. Those are $249. Remember the reds were $299. The blue was $199, so Carolina Blue fits in there nicely at $249. And that was a silver Daniel Suarez. Here is William Swalich, the rides laser, and Jeff Burton. Blue Velocity. Here's Frankie Nunez. Frankie Nunez portrait. And SVG Optic. A few more base there. All right, we're in our second box. We haven't seen, so we had the suit up. We had a memorabilia. Now, from what people have been saying and what I watched, there's not an autograph in every single box, but there were some autographs. Like we said, the difference in price, I think Hobbies are around 100, and I think Mega's around 50. So if you get, we'll see how many autographs before I saw a case had, there you go, Hallie fan said a case had 8. So about every other box has an autograph in it, is what Hallie fan's saying. Let's see. We got right here there's Takuma Koga, the Blue Velocity, a spelling of Jimmy Johnson. Here's an Optic Kyle Petty. All right, here's the second memorabilia. It looks like tires on this one. Daniel Hemrick. Our Race Kings is Jimmy Johnson. Insert. You've got a laser of Tony B. And the Optic is Bad Brad. Here is the Optic of Ross Chastain. And here's our first Team Motorsports Legacy. It's Legacy on this one. Got Heim Time on the blue. We're sitting there. This is our second mega box that we're opening. And then I'll get all these sent out to you, hopefully today. I don't have anything planned this afternoon. So I'll get these sorted and shipped to everybody. Tony B again, Tony B Optic. And there's Richard Petty, the king on the Race Kings. Just a couple more base. All right, that's 2 boxes of Mega. What do you think? Who has a first impression? Say we're getting probably a little more base. Remember, in Hobby, there was 3 base, 1 portrait, and 1 rides. Where here it looks like we're getting 4 base and 1 portrait, 1 rides. Carson, nothing Nothing on the Wall of Fame yet. So far, we just got Sammy Smith, Kyle Busch, and the autograph was Tony B. So no Carson Hocevar just yet. Here comes. Let's see. So that was 2 mega boxes. Let's see what a blaster box has in it. And we'll count again. I'm a data guy. You guys know that. So it's looking at the numbers here. These were, what's that? Where can you find these? Yeah, I got mine from the distributor. I do not believe they're doing different from Walmart and different. Like sometimes like Walmart has a blue parallel in it, and Target has a red parallel in it, and hobby boxes have a green parallel in it. I don't think they're doing that with Donruss. Has anybody heard different? Because I know some people are looking for their parallels. Have anybody heard anything different? Hey, there's Aaron. He knows probably more than I do. Have anybody seen the Walmart or Target have different parallels? Like this is the only ones I'm opening. I got these from the distributor. So here's the orange. Take a look. We'll give a comparison here for your optics. Again, I like that optics has parallels. So the blue comes from Mega, and there's the orange velocity from blaster boxes. What do you guys think about that? Still has some spellbounds. Here's the portraits and the rides. Okay, some black. How about a Ryan Preece? Here is the suited up. Remember, there's one autograph or memorabilia. It looks like the memorabilia. And it has the orange. Okay, that's something to look at here. What's that? Lime green is the blasters. Let me see. Give me a second here. All right, so take a look. This suited up looks like it has an orange border. This suited up had a gold border. This one came from the mega boxes. This came from the blaster boxes. Yeah, and the cracked ice are both cracked ice. I like the cracked ice. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. I know orange, though, it didn't have a number. I don't see any number for parallel. But so the orange came from the silver. We'll see how that continues. We have still, like, they're getting some inserts, but if you really are looking to put the inserts sets together, you need hobby boxes for that. There's every one of them had an insert on that here, and so this one Megas still have, our blasters have the laser cards. This is a nice laser. And here's the orange again. Justin Haley fan. There you go. Sorry, I was missing the cracked. You like cracked ice? Oh, hey, Ron. Good morning, Numb Champ. Sorry, I'm reading the chat here. And just a little. Here comes an optic. Got an optic KK. And there's a second team logo. So we're still getting these team logos in here. Just a few more. Let me finish the box. All right, how about a Joey Logano? Little Joey Logano. That's the orange. That's our third orange. Jimmy Johnson spelling. Which is regular base. Dale, there's Junior Optic. Some base. I'll get the base on camera, but we'll move quickly through those. Here is Jimmy Johnson Optic. There you go. Still not a lot of numbers. If you're looking for numbered parallels, I think hobby is the way to go. In that first box, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we had four orange on that. And let's do one more. Let's do one more blaster box. Again, I'm going a little slower than usual because this is the first time I'm opening up a Mega and blasters. This is the first case. We just cracked the case open, and it's our first one. So I'm going a little slower than usual. So if we got 7 packs, and 4 of them had the orange in it. So it's a good chance if you're looking for the rainbow. We should be able to get that. Yeah, I like the color. I like the optic with the color. I think they did a good job on that. Now, number, I didn't see not many numbers. I think we had 2 numbered cards so far in the mega boxes. And that first blaster box didn't have any numbered cards in it. And it had a memorabilia in it. We'll see what else happens. Here it is. Yeah, does Walmart or Target, I haven't looked yet, do they have mega boxes? Or is it just, here's base. Okay, there's our first orange, Kane Honeycutt. We got Ryan Blaney spelling. On a base. Well, here comes an lime green. The lime green out of 199. That's our first number coming out of a mega box. And optic is Corey Day. Here is another optic. Oh no, that's not an optic. Gio. There's Gio Ruggiero on the orange velocity. And Ross Chastain Unleashed. Looking at Brendan Jones. Brendan Jones orange. And William Byron spelling. Here is the laser, Alex Bowman laser. Optic is Terry Labonte. And Connor Zillage. How about a cylinder swatch Connor Zillage? Looks like tires. I kind of like the cylinder swatches. It's a nice clean look. You got the portrait, a clean look, and you got little tires on it. Haven't seen a parallel yet from them. Okay, but that's our memorabilia. There's Daniel Suarez. It's got looking clean. There's a few more base on that. Let's finish up this stack here. And we got one more. How about Rusty Wallace? The orange velocity Race Kings is Matt Kenseth. Here's an optic Clint Boyer optic. Insert is Josh Berry from Season Highlights. And then a few more base there. All right, there's 2 boxes of blasters. What do you think? I got an old man and enlarge the font because I can't see the chat. Sorry. Got to do the old man. Got to enlarge the font on that. All right, that's better. Dollar General, you typically see some of the premium cards. Like I said, this is my first mega box that we're opening. And so far, the only numbered, we had 2 numbers that are under 99. And we had, I think, let me put them over here. We had 1, let's do it on camera, 2, 3. So far in 4, I didn't penny sleeve that one. So far in 4 boxes, 2 megas and 2 blasters, we had, these came from megas. So we had Frankie Nunez portrait, Bobby Labonte base, and Junior on the rides. And we had 1 green velocity out of 190. This is the lime green. The lime green out of 199. And then we had Sammy Smith, probably our lowest number on the laser card. And there's a cracked ice out of 99 also. So 99 is our lowest number so far out of the megas and blasters. And then just for comparison, let's do a couple hobby boxes here. And we've opened up at least 2 cases. It's our 3rd case of hobby, so we know what's inside here. And let's see how we do on this one. All right, what is it? What's first impressions? Okay, how are we doing? Okay, I'll move a little faster here, but how's our first impressions? If this is the first time you're seeing megas and blasters, let me know. Okay, how are we feeling here? I like the rainbow. I like all the different colors, so that's kind of nice. I used to not get Megas and Blasters. I used to only do hobby, but people were asking about it, and if we enjoy it. Now we know how this works. We're getting 5 or 4 base, or 3 base. I'm sorry, 3 base. You got 1 optic. The parallel is Martin Truex. And there's out of 49. How about a Alex Bowman spelling? There's a little spelling. 20 out of 49. You see right away. See in the hobby boxes, there's our so far low number of the day so far. And that was our first pack of hobby. And then you got 1 rides, or portrait, I should say. Here's a red Lennon Huffman out of 299 parallel. We got the optic Jeff Gordon. And there's Cody Ware. Is the burning rubber parallel. See how those are a little more action, a little more show. Although I did not notice it until you pointed out, I forgot who it was that pointed out the memorabilia is covering up the car. Every one always looks like it's covering up the car, and I didn't notice that. It didn't bother me until someone pointed it out. There's Ty Gibbs. Is the parallel. There's the insert. Here's an optic. We got the red out of 199. Parallel is Corey Heim. And colored is the team logo racing. This is our first hobby box. Josh, the mullet. The optic is the dinger. And Ryan Blaney. Clean shaven Ryan Blaney. There's our first part of hobby. So hobby, like I said, if you're looking for numbers and parallels and stuff, it's the hobby. But I forgot who pointed it out earlier. If we are pretty much guaranteeing 1 autograph in a hobby box and 2 memorabilia. The Megas, well, we opened up 2 boxes and we only got 1 autograph. So not guaranteeing it. So what do you think about the price difference? Megas are going about 50. Hobbies are going about 100. So you got to see what the price difference takes you. Here's Junior. Optic. Ty Dillon parallel. The red blue. And Jimmy Johnson on the Spellbound. We got a red Alex Bowman out of 299. KK. Optic. And little Team Penske for team logo. Here's an optic. Oops, sorry. Put these in the right spot. Here's an optic Butterbean. There's, I think, the first time I said Butterbean. Wild card. There's Danica. Danica Patrick parallel. And Carson Hocevar on the C. For spelling. The parallel is Kyle Busch or Danica on the optic. And then Ross Chastain again. Ross Chastain. For that one. Okay. One memorabilia. Yeah, a little House of Art. Got a couple of those in that last stack. Friday, we're going to continue this case. We're opening up 5 of each boxes from the case now. Friday, continuing this. As always, we do. If you want the same price, if you want to lock in your price for Friday, the same price you got for today, if that's of interest to you, send me a direct message. We always do it. Hey, there's Jen Pohl. Jen, you're doing a break in a little bit too, right? I think she said she was starting one. Jen's that's a good. If you're not, Jen does a great break. Here's Optic Ty Gibbs. I'm not sure what you're breaking, but you could let people know if you're starting one. Here is Burning Rubber again. Brad K. That's our second one. And then how about this Ken Schrader, red Ken Schrader. Oh, you're not doing one today? Okay. Oh, no, hey, thanks for stopping in. If you're not following Jen, she does a great break too. I think it's last one I saw was letters. Andre Perez, De Lara, out of 199. How about Corey Day? Here's a little Corey Day optic. And then Unleashed, which I'm definitely putting this set together. I like that. I think it's a cool set. Unleashed there. How about a silver? See, this is our second silver. Silvers are a little more rare this year than usual. That's our second one, and we're 5 boxes in. And William Byron parallel. And then how about Jimmy Johnson on the spelling? The parallel here is Butterbean again. A little more Butterbean. Right behind it is Terry Labonte. And then a little Kyle Busch. Race Kings. Still no autograph yet. Maybe it's here. Hopefully it better be in here. Let's see. We had 2 memorabilias. So we're looking for an autograph here. All right. This is our first box of Hobby. Let's see what we got. Upside down. How about, there's a second silver. Like I said, we're averaging about 2 silver per hobby box. And I kind of like, here's a Connor Zilic $2.99, the red parallel. And right behind it, Carson Hocevar. How about out of $1.99, the holographic one? $1.99 there on the insert. Here's something coming up here. Hold on. Right there. Oh, a little Raja. A door number. Raja door number. 8 out of 17. Okay, the black parallel. That's a free Raja Kruth. Am I thinking that? Who had that? Mark. Congrats, Mark. The free stuff always hits. Congrats. That's a door number if you're a door number person. That's our low number of the night so far. We're going to try to beat that, of course. But out of 17 is not bad. So I need a caffeine boost there. Here comes another shiny thing. After Ryan Truex there's our autograph. The Nick Sanchez, who I'm going to complain about his autograph. We got to win Daytona 2 years in a row before you can sign like that, Nick. I like a little crisper. Oh, I got a little dust on that. But it's out of 25. Okay, 2 out of 25. Congrats, little Nick Sanchez. Gotta like that. There's the back. Explosion. Gold Explosion. I'm not sure what they're calling that, but a 2 out of 25. We'll put that right up here. Yeah, it's well now not that I'm gonna make an excuse for him, but I was showing my boys the cards. We're looking at this one, and I'm like, oh look, Noah. And my sons cannot read cursive. They did not know that spelled out Noah Gragson, and they know who Noah Gragson is. We watch them, and they could not read that. So I don't know. They can read type, but they can't read cursive. Cursive is a lost art, my friends. Arc Amarola is the parallel and spellbound William Byron. A few more here for our first box. Oh, here's how about a Andre De Lara, little purple optic. Those are out of 99. This one is 21 out of 99. Oh, we had a few, Logan. A few Carson Hocevar. I think we had a 199 one. I don't remember. Let's do one more. Let's do one more hobby box here. We'll do 222. Yeah, there were some parallels. Joe B said. Yeah, there were some parallels. Nothing's on the Wall of Fame. I think our best number is Raja, and then the autograph, the Nick Sanchez autograph out of 25. No Hocevar on the Wall of Fame yet, but we're getting there. We're still fresh into it. We only opened up 2 boxes of blasters. 1 second. Let me make a little more room to keep everything on camera. 2 boxes of blasters, 2 boxes of megas, and there's our second box of hobbies. a DC. Yeah, so that DC sets me up perfectly. If you do step away, you can always watch on YouTube. You can do it 2 times the speed. I sound really funny. I've played around with that at 2 times the speed. So you can always watch it on YouTube. I will repost. All of the first 2 cases are posted on YouTube. I have not made, although Joe B, I'm going to make a nice little a YouTube short of pulling the, here's John Paul Southern, the parallel. There's Amarola. And how about another Daniel Dye? Let's just suit it up here. All right, hold on. Was the other Daniel Dye? 1 second. Oh, okay. So let's take a look of the difference between Hobby and this one. Now, I will say this, the Hobby box, which is a clean look. It's not the cracked ice. It's silver is the foil, and this is gold foil, and it's a little thicker. The Hobby is a little, you could definitely tell right there. Okay, yeah, the Hobby is the silver lettering, gold lettering on the cracked ice one. Fire suit, same as fire suit, same picture. Oh, there you go. There's a, see, it's educational too. We're all educational also. There's Matt Kenseth out of 199, the holographic. Here is, we got a Brendan Jones parallel. The optic is Landon Huffman. And there's another Ross Chastain for you. We were just talking about him. Race Kings on that one. Here is, I don't know if that's gold. Hold on. It looks a little gold to me. Rusty Wallace is helping us with, oh, it is out of 10. There's a nice low number. A little Brad K. How's Brad Keselowski? Looky. 4 out of 10. Paper, Donruss. 4 out of 10. That's not too shabby on the rides. Congrats. Well, that gets its own stand right here. Next to Raja. Congrats. Who had Brad? Is that DC? Did you have Brad? I can look it up, but congrats on that. Let's keep going, Jimmy Johnson. That snuck up on us. Austin Beers. Oh, Joe B, did you have him? Congrats on that. That's a nice card. Here's a blue 199. Kyle Larson Optic. And Josh Berry is the season highlights card. And there's a few base to finish off. The first pack, still no autograph. We did have a memorabilia in that one. Oh, yeah, with the Austin Beers. A nice autograph would be nice. We'll see what else we get. Still plenty. You're not even halfway through the break yet. Plenty of stuff going on, and we're sold out. Now, if you, like I said, as we always do, when we're opening up cases, I break the case breaks up into, different streams. So, because honestly, I just can't manage 3 cases all at once. I would go crazy, and I probably wouldn't get them sent out to you in a timely manner. So we got 15 boxes here. If you want the same price that you have in this break, in Friday's break, send me a direct message. I'll put that together for you. Happy to do it. And then I know some people like the fact that it's all the same case. So if that's your thing, send me a direct message and I will organize that for you. A little later, I'm going to do a little sorting today. Here's Corey Day and Ryan Blaney spelling. Keep going with Justin Haley, the parallel. There's my man Blaine Perkins. He's growing on me. And Martin Truex, Unleashed. We got, here comes a silver optic of Andre Perez. Andre Perez happening today too. And Cole Custer is the out of 99. Okay, now of course, I'm going to nerd it up here. 66 out of 99 or 66 out of 99. That's the only one we could do that one for. See, that's extra part of the show. Here is the holographic. This is Brian Blaney, the holo out of 199. Red Brendan Jones. The optic is Parker Retzlaff. And there's a little Eric Jones. is the autograph, a signature. I think he changed his signature. That doesn't. I mean, we've been breaking for years, and I gotta look it up. I think that signature looks a little different. We'll put that here on our signature wall, unless I drop it. Let's keep that right there. There's our signature. So far, Tommy Joe Martin, Nick Sanchez, and Eric Jones are our autographs. How about Chase Elliott, Race Kings? Okay, now again, the nice part, what I like that Panini does, is their products are different. Like, for example, Donruss, it has, we got a Ryan Blaney autograph, but a gold autograph, but it has the autographs. I would never go with Donruss. It has the rookie stuff, so that's nice. Donruss is good for rookies. Donruss is good for set collectors. It's a good entry-level product. I like Select. That's my favorite. And we know Select is good for set collectors also because it has the 3 tiers. I do like, well, turn 4, it's Feast or Famine, depending on how you feel on turn 4. That's a higher end product with NT. So I like that they have different products. They're not all the same type of product. There's John Hunter Silver. Then we got, what was that, the throwbacks. We can put some of that in there. So it's a nice entry level product. Here is Tony B. We got Alex Bowman. We're having a lot of holographic Alex Bowmans. Here comes Tony B again. Okay, how close were these? This was the not numbered. The other one was a red. This one is Tony B on the insert. Corey Haim, M. This is SVG Green. Okay. Number 1. Oh, I thought it was 81. Number 1. This is a bookend. 1 out of 99. That's a nice number. 1 out of 99 on that. Again, I'll get those penny sleeved and top loaded for you. Back to back. Shane Van Gisbergen. And there's Haas Racing. An Optic. Jeremy Clements. And the pedal to the metal. There's more Brad. In the Kroger car on that one. And then how about Denny Hamlin? Denny Hamlin here. Yeah, was that used? It never bothered me until now. It bothers me. It's like it's got right over the car. Jimmy Johnson is the insert. Just a couple base there. Let's finish off the second box of Hobby. Yeah, a little Brad K happening. We got a nice. So far, the autographs, nothing too big, to be honest with you on that one. We'll go through the megas, blasters, and we'll finish with the Hobby. Let's do 2 more of each. Well, I'm enjoying myself. I do appreciate you being here. We're having a little fun today on a Tuesday, and have a nice sold-out break, too, so that's not too bad. Oh, and downtown, I want to see a slingshot. That's what I'm looking for. Now, these are hobbies, so we're going for downtowns now, but here is Ricky Stenhouse, Michael McDowell, red optic, $199 on those. Okay, there's RFK. Team logo. Here, keep it going with Cole Custer. Parallel optic is Christopher Bell. And then Butterbean Unleashed. Here's an optic Justin Haley. There's more Justin Haley for you, for Haley fan. Wild card. Christopher Bell again. Ryan Blaney, the A for Spellbound. Kyle Petty in the mellow yellow. Spencer Boyd. Okay. And how about who had Eric Jones? Okay. I dialed in Eric Jones. That's our Is this a double? Is this an extra? We had two. I think it's an extra autograph in this. Right? Hold on. We had okay. This Tommy John Martin came from the Mega Box. We did not have an autograph in either blaster boxes. We got Nick Sanchez that came from the first hobby box. So we had a double Eric Jones in this one. All right, a little bonus. A little bonus. So I can now say, when they say on average, we're going to miss an autograph from somewhere. So a double Eric Jones autograph in this box. All right, well, hey, a little bonus. Gotta like it. Was there two memorabilia? Okay, I'm gonna have to rewatch the video on that. Anybody remember? Kyle Busch. Anybody remember if we had two memorabilia in here? I wasn't really paying attention to the memorabilia. We're gonna have to rewatch the video on that. It says, yeah, I've never seen that. Let's do two more mega boxes here. Yeah, I'm trying to think now. Was there two memorabilia? We had the Brad K pedal to the metal. The one right before it was double Brad K's. It's time to empty out the garbage soon. Okay, yeah. Sorry. This is just one of my obsessive compulsives. I got to count. Got to have 12 there. There's no Denny Hamlin on the wall yet. So far, our low numbers, obviously, we got Raj up there, the door number out of 17, and Brad K is our gold card so far. No, I don't think any memorabilia either. We'll show those. And we got an extra autograph in that last box. They were both Eric Jones, so congrats on the Eric Jones autograph. Here's go through a couple more mega boxes here. Let's see what we're looking at here. You got the laser Chris Buescher. Takuma, again, optic. Camera. Some base. A Chase Elliott. How about a laser Chase Elliott? And an optic Jimmy Johnson. The blue optic. Those are not numbered, though, remember. Here is Sally Mott. Laser. And a Zane Smith silver. A silver Zane Smith. On the optic, here comes another laser of Kyle Larson. A portrait laser. What is the... It's honestly people's driver. I will tell you, in NASCAR, people are very defensive of their driver. So their drivers, I can't make jokes because I get in trouble sometimes. So the last year, the big rookie was Connor Zillage. I can't believe I forgot the name, Connor Zillage. This year, anybody selling Mott? Anybody know? I like, me personally, Huffman is the one I like this year better. Okay, but people, the nice part about NASCAR, here's a Lane Riggs. Lane Riggs out of 249. I like that people, like their driver. And the nice part too in NASCAR is there's a little bit here and there. I don't want to get on my high horse. There's a little bit of scalping going on. I saw someone buy, like on Panini Instant, someone bought a 101 of somebody, and then instantly I saw it on eBay. It's like, oh, you didn't buy that because you collect that person. You bought it to try to resell it. So there's a little bit in that. I don't get all preachy here. Okay, but not as much in NASCAR. So that's another nice thing. People buy their collection. Yeah, if you get extra stuff, you flip it. Like, let's say you win the Raja Cruz giveaway right there. Okay, that Mark won. I don't think Mark's a Raja guy. So he might sell it to somebody. So that's a nice thing about NASCAR people also. I don't think there's a lot of flipping going on in it. Whereas if you're talking Cooper Flag, and I'm not going to be complaining. I did invest. I did buy into some Cooper Flag stuff. Okay, so I do investing. I do investing to flipping on basketball and football. So I'm guilty of it too. But when I collect stuff like in NASCAR and baseball, I just collect stuff. So that's it. I don't want to get all preachy. Here is a little Connor Zillage. This is a good mega box. We got Connor Zillage, the blue. Right behind it is our second mega autograph. How about a little Sammy Smith? The blue Velocity, Sammy Smith. I'm trying to resist complaining about, and he did listen to me because it used to be just SS. So I am saying he was listening to me when I said you can't just sign something SS. So he put an 8 on there now. So yay. But no offense. So like I said, and I don't want to be mean because some people really, right behind it. Oh, not too shabby here. How about an artist proof of Corey Day? Okay. Take a look. That's not bad. Now I noticed it was coming because I saw the cardboard background. So that's the nice part because I would have missed this if I didn't see the cardboard background. But a little Corey Day artist proof is a nice card. Congrats on that for Corey Day. We'll put that right up there in our wall of fame. I like the artist proof. I did see that coming because when you open them up, you could see those. That was a nice pack. An autograph and an artist proof in it. Let's go Tony B. Let's keep going. Oh, really? Helly fan. Congrats. See, that's why you sell stuff. If you're open up boxes, because it's fun. Let's be honest, it's fun to open up the boxes. If you open up boxes and then you get your driver. I think Brad K's naked by now because here's another. I think this one's tires, though. Okay, joke. Missed the joke's over. Here's Brad K. I think that's our 1, 2, 3. That's our third memorabilia of Brad Keselowski in a row. Race King's Dale Earnhardt. Here comes a laser of little Jeb Burton. Jeb Burton there. And then we got little Ross. There's Ross Chastain. I forgot who was asking about Ross Chastain. There's Ross Chastain. The blue Velocity. Here's an optic John Paul Southern. And then Trackhouse. Team logo. One more. Here, how about a little Kyle Petty. Kyle Petty blue. Optic and Kyle Busch with the C. There's our third box. Our third box of. Let's do one more. Let's do 2 again. 2, 2, 2. Then we'll finish it with 1, 1, 1. All right, here's our fourth box of Mega. I do like the artist proof. That was kind of nice. It kind of snuck up on you. That's the first one I saw. I did not. We now pull any artist proofs out of. We didn't have any artist proofs from a hobby box. So I don't know if they're exclusively there, but that's what I could say right now. Here's our finishing up our fourth box of Mega. Is there retail you say, Holly fan? Yeah. This is good too. See, that's another thing. NASCAR people, they're not sharing their secrets. They have no problem with that. People have good talk and try to help each other out. So you gotta like that also. All right, here we go. Box number 4, Mega box number 4. Haven't seen I don't want to jinx it. But you know what I was gonna say. Chase Briscoe. Laser, Chase Briscoe, Sheldon Creed, optic. There is Ryan Priest, laser. And Justin Allgaier. Thumbs up, Justin, on the optic. Here's the blue, Carolina blue, Luke Fenhouse. Luke Fenhouse, Carolina blue out of 249. If you're collecting the rainbow. Cole Custer, optic. How about a J-Mac, laser. And Ryan Priest is the blue optic. Get the base on camera. There's another blue. Oh, little Kyle Busch. There you go. You're going to need that for the rainbow. Kyle Busch. This is a portrait out of 249. And William Byron optic. Here is Austin Beers. Looking all dapper in the suit. And then Connor Zillage again, Unleashed. And then just a few more. Yeah, it's fun seeing the laser. Carson Quampa, we said that name. I can't think of if we said it or not. Now remember, I'll send all the cards to you. But if you do not want the base, send me a direct message, please. Send me a direct message if you say don't include any of the base cards with me. I'll like I said, I hold on to them and then send them to people if you want. Some people do like those. I'd ask you to pay for the shipping, so I'm not out any. Here we go. Second half of our box number 4. Okay. Here comes. I got my stacks. I got to clean my stacks here in a second. Here is SVG in the blue and a Arc Amarola. This is the cracked ice. This is sheet metal. The gold foil for that one. And that's why I like this pack. Here is a blue Unleashed. Okay. Let me get that taken care of. 52 out of 99. And I just like the Unleashed. So we got Kevin Harvick. So blue Unleashed. It has a little holographic look. Oh, that's kind of fun. Put that there. What else we got? Right here. Here is Jeb Burton, blue. The blue optic, Jeb Burton. And Ryan Blaney, spelling E. What else is up here? This is Kyle Busch. So Kyle Busch is the souvenir swatch. I think that's our second swatch. Joey Logano, Race Kings. Here's a laser of Justin Allgaier and optic Chase Elliott. All right. What else are we looking at here? Here is Cole Custer, Carolina blue. These is out of 99, right? 86 out of 99. The Carolina blue, I forgot. Someone look this up. What they call is this in a solid Carolina blue like we have? The blue wave. There you go. That's right. I agree with that. And Connor Zillage, season highlights. Don't fall from that car, Connor. And Joey Logano blue, Velocity. And then Ryan Blaney is the spelling to finish off that box. So we got an extra autograph. That box did have an autograph. One of those two had an autograph. Give me a second here to clean up my work area here. Hey, box number 9. Box number 9. We had 2 case breaks so far. And remember, it hasn't even been a week from release day. We had 2 case breaks, and we had both cases. Box number 9 was where the downtown was. Okay, so do you see a pattern there? So what is box number 9 will be, the way I'm opening up here, it'll be this hobby box. Okay, so, oh no. Wait, if we keep going this, oh, we got 15 boxes. I'm sorry, my miscount. So yeah, box number 9 will be that hobby box. Yeah, both breaks. It was box number 9 that had, and I have no idea. I don't even have a pattern that I pull them out of the case. Yeah, I don't have a pattern that I pull them out of the case or anything. So that's just pure fun speculation. Oh, that was a bad rip. All right. Well, hey, again, thanks, everybody. I like to talk. I'm glad we're having a lot of good discussions going on today. And like I said, nothing wrong with hitting the follow button if you're enjoying the show. And hopefully you appreciate the entertainment value of my shenanigans. I'm never a holler and a screamer, though. You know, my hands don't sweat. My hands don't shake. Okay, it's just I'm a pretty even keel guy. I don't want to run around the room screaming. I'm not that guy. So let's have fun, open up the cards, and cheat, of course. Let's see, I thought I saw some yellow. Here is an orange Carl Edwards. Right behind it is the insert. We got Justin Allgaier, Race Kings. Here is an optic, the King. Richard Petty optic. And, okay, a cracked ice, Ryan Blaney, 149. Okay, now, that's right. No, it's not gold. This is fool's gold here. There's a few of those. Yeah, they're Helly fan. He knows. There's a few of these in here. This is the Spellbound. Ryan Blaney has gold as a Spellbound. And so that's a cracked ice out of 149. That's probably what I was seeing here. Here's an optic Amarola. You got Rusty Wallace Unleashed. Another optic Josh Williams. And there's Jimmy Johnson spelling the N. There is the Jeff Gordon on the silver optic. See, not many of those. We're not getting many of those. And here's Kyle Larson. There's a patch, a little fire suit patch of Kyle Larson. Nothing numbered yet on the patches. Noah Gragson Unleashed. Here comes a green, the lime green of Ross Chastain, numbered out of 199. And a little William Swallich. William Swallich is the optic. And we'll finish up with an optic of Chris Buescher and RFK. Ralph Fenway. Just a few base cards there. Again, if you do want any of these, let me know. Let me know if you do want some of these. I'll be happy to send it. Again, send a direct message, though, because I'm going to miss it, to be honest with you. So just send me a direct message and say, yeah, if you can, toss some of those in my box, I will. Here's box number 4, our 4th box of Mega Box. See if it's race use Larson. Let's check it out here. It doesn't say this enclosed authentic memorabilia. Oh, sorry, I got to hold it over here. Is not from any specific race or event, is what it says back there, West Side. Yeah, the enclosed. It's authentic, but it says it's not from any specific one. That's been lately. I've been noticing that a little more. Now it could have been. It's just not a specific one. Okay. It says authentic. Hold on, let's see. The enclosed authentic memorabilia is a Kyle Larson. Okay, maybe that's a good luck sign right there. Oh, in retail. Okay, well, we'll check out the memorabilia in the hobby boxes. We'll see what it says. Yeah, he wore it to the bathroom one time. All right. Here is our 4th box. there's our fourth box of, what do we got? We're looking at Kyle Larson again. There is Carson Hocevar C. Keep my stack straight. Here is a laser of Ty Dillon, it looks like. There's Ty Dillon laser. Oh, sorry, Butterbean Optic. Orange John Hunter. And the insert, Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin is the insert, Unleashed. Josh Berry Orange. And William Bryan is Spellbound. The Spellbound is. Okay. It's coming up now. Hold on. Ryan Preece. Ryan Preece is the silver. And here's Brad K. All right, this one has a number on it. A red Brad K. 98 out of 99. All right. Okay, so now you got me looking at that now. So it does say no specifics. It's a red parallel. It looks like tires. Look at that. There you go. There's your red. That's our first numbered memorabilia. And behind it is Denny Hamlin, Race Kings insert. Yeah. Wait, why does it have the nail in it that I hit yesterday? All right, how about Zachary Tinkle? This is the lime green out of 199 parallel. And Andre Perez. We got a few of these. Why are there groceries on that tire? Here's Danica Patrick, Optic, and T. Penske. How about Terry Labonte, Orange Optic, and Dale Jarrett, Unleashed. And that finishes off box number 4, the memorabilia box. I'm sorry, the blaster box. All right, I am all set in my stacks. Let me get this stack here. Okay, let's go to just a couple hobby boxes. Let's finish. So we got. I'll do 2 hobby, and then we'll go 1-1-1 to finish off the break. So we'll do 2 hobby, and let's. Now you got me curious. Now I'm going to look at the back of those and see when we get a memorabilia from the hobby. Although we did get an extra autograph. That was kind of lucky. One, two. Okay, hold on. See, that's why. Oh, no. There we go. 4 each. I always have different systems on how I open it up. Now, I have not seen any redemptions. Actually, did we have any redemptions in the hobby? I don't think so yet. Have anybody seen redemptions? I'm trying to think. I don't think I saw redemptions. I don't remember. So 2 cases in. This is our 3rd case plus these 2. I don't think I've seen one yet. All right, what do we got? We got Tanner Gray. Tanner Gray is the parallel. Oh, is Gordon? Well, let's pull a Gordon and see. Here is Bubba Wallace. And how about our autograph right off the bat? First pack is Luke Fenhouse. Turn of the century. Looks like a little ice, little cracked ice here. Looks gold to me. Right there. There we go. It is gold. 9 out of 10. That's tough to see. Unless I'm old. Hold on here. Let's, right there. I don't know if you, let me try to get it on camera. Yeah, that's kind of hard to see in the cracked ice. 9 out of 10. All right. That's our 2nd gold of the day. Luke Fenhouse. Who had Luke Fenhouse? Let's give a little shout out to Luke Fenhouse. That's not bad. Is that... Hold on. I got to get the mouse. Luke Fenhouse went to, who had that one? This is our first, yeah, this is the hobby box number 3, Luke Fenhouse Card Lab. I don't know if this is our first. Yeah, there's Card Lab. Congrats on that. All right, Denny Hamlin. That was our first pack. First pack magic. Here we got Chase Briscoe, Optic, and Noah Gregson on the rise. Alex Bowman is the spelling. There's Zachary Tinkle, and Kyle Larson, a green Kyle Larson. Oh, that's a bookend. I think we had a 1 out of 99. Now we have a 99? 89. Ah, sorry, that was exciting. The old eyes can't see. 89 out of 99. Corey Heim is the season highlights. And Optic is Harrison Burton. There's a suited up. So that's a good picture. The purple. And more Kyle Larson. 199. This is blue, though. I thought it was red blue at the beginning. This is just a blue out of 199. Alex Bowman for spelling. All right, that first stack, we had both a memorabilia and an autograph. Our low numbers out of 10. We got 2 out of 10s and out of 17. And we're in our third box of hobby. What time is it? How's my timing going? Got to get my nap in today. And there's nobody around. Here we go. There comes a purple. Starting off with Arc Amarola. Optic Silver and a purple Frankie Nunez. 34 out of 99. One short of the door number. And us Jimmy Johnson Spellbound out of 99. The N. I don't know if anybody's putting that whole Spellbound set together. But a nice... And wait, I'm talking, but here comes a door number, Jeremy Clements. 51. Jeremy Clements, I like the door numbers. I like the way they do that. I think that's pretty unique too. Not many others. Okay. Unless they do jersey numbers, and not many numbers have that. Okay, we'll put that up there. Fill up our wall. Frankie Nunez again. Optic and Dale Jarrett. Unleashed. Here's a silver Josh Williams. And SVG is the parallel Carson Hocevar. The A for Hocevar. Ty Dillon. Optic is Zane Smith and more Connor Zillage, Race Kings. DC. Oh, nice door number. A good trade. Yeah, see, I like trades too. I'm a big trader. I do like the trading. If everybody's happy, then no one gets taken advantage of. Not many people trade anymore either. Everybody wants to sell their stuff or buy. Trading's fun. All right, let's keep going. Box number 3, our third hobby box. So far, we're looking for a memorabilia and a downtown, of course. Here is Sheldon Creed. Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick is the Optic. And Richard Childress, it looks like. Richard Childress Racing, RCR. Here's an Optic of Noah Gregson. Right behind it is Sammy Meyer. Is the parallel, and the spellbound is Kyle Busch. We got King Richard and Matty D Optic, and Kyle Larson Race Kings. Looking like Tyler Reddick Optic. There is Jeff Gordon and Corey Heim H. What's that? Always got to Sheldon Creed's ears. Oh, I seen that before. I'm gonna listen to more podcasts. I was thinking that I had to drive somewhere yesterday for about an hour there, hour back. I'm like, I'm listening to sports radio. I just listen to, because I'm in Chicago, so we get a lot of sports talk radio. I just listen to sports talk radio going, I got to listen to some podcasts more. All right, let's see. Here comes some color. How about Connor Hall? Let's start with the Connor Hall purple out of 99. And right behind it is Tanner Gray optic and a Josh Williams. They're suited up, no number. And notice on these, the color. Let's go to check. We were just talking about that. Race, see, this is race warm fire suit is guaranteed by Panini. Okay, so these are, that's a good point. I didn't think of that point. That says race worn fire suit. Richard Petty. This is, what's that? I'm a little couple hours. Tracy, where's, yeah, I'm in Chicago. Well, I'm not in Chicago. I'm about an hour north of Chicago. There's Terry Labonte on the optic, and right behind it is Rusty Wallace. And then there's a little holographic. This is the 92 out of 199 for Brad. Brian Blaney, okay, with his beard and his lobster. Landon Huffman, looking all serious. And more Corey Day. No, people ask that. The problem is, I'll tell you, okay, the scouts every 4th of July, the week before 4th of July, we always go to a week of scout camp. And they've been doing it for 30 years. There's no way, some of the old crotchety old guys that, contribute money, they say, oh no, this is how you do it. We've been doing this. I remember going up, in 19 whatever. And so that's when we got to go because they pay for it. So, we got some good scouts in our troop that helps them. So, no, I for the last 3 years, since it's been coming to Chicago, I could not go to the race. So that's why I got to take a trip. I'm going to show up one day. I'm going to be on Linda's doorstep and be like, hey, well, let's go to the race. Or the North Carolina people. I got to go visit North Carolina again. I went to California. I visited some of my San Diego friends. And now I got to go back to North Carolina. Visit a few of my friends there. All right, here's our 4th box of hobby. And then we'll do 1-1-1 to finish off the break. Okay, now remember, we had an autograph in the first box last time. Let's see. The first pack, we got Sammy Smith, optic. There is Kurt Busch parallel, Jimmy Johnson, spellbound. We have little Brad K is the parallel, Daniel Suarez, and pedal to the metal, little sheet metal, and I'm going to read it. Race use sheet metal. Well, good. This is off my Honda Accord. Here's Lane Riggs out of 199. A little holographic one. There is Austin Beers, just base. Here we go. William Byron Green. This is 36 out of 99, William Byron. What's that? Oh, I was trying to read. Yeah, we had a Corey Day artist proof. That was right up there. I can show that again. Sammy Smith and RFK. Sorry, I'm going a little faster here. I think I'm talking too much. Takuma. Justin Bonsignor is the optic. And Martin Truex Unleashed. No one will care that I'm talking if we get it downtown here. Here is, yeah, if you want to see it, take a look. We'll keep that out. This was the artist proof. I think from the optics and the blasters, this was probably the best pull from there. Okay, the artist proof one. We'll keep that up here so people could see it. The rest, I think everything else came from the hobby boxes. So what do you think? Is the price difference? So you get two mega boxes for one hobby box. And 3 blasters for one hobby box. About. So what do you think? Is it, you feeling the price is worth it? How are we feeling on those? Yeah, value-wise, right. Value-wise. We'll count the autographs and how many autographs we got. And remember, we're going to do a full case of blaster, probably next week. We'll do a full case of blaster and a full case of mega. By themselves, just by themselves. Here's a red. And then Ryan Blaney, the N. A red Daniel Dye. There's Kurt Busch, optic. And then the Haas Family Store. Here is, okay, oh, that's optic. Here's an optic Josh Berry. Right behind it is Darrell Waltrip, parallel, and William Byron spelling. The parallel Jeff Burton, Chandler Smith, and then the Race Kings is Chase Elliott. For that group. So, right, that's what I was thinking. So let's say you got one hobby box. Pretty much we got an autograph guarantee and 2 memorabilia. One mega box, if we're averaging, and if we're averaging 2 boxes per autograph, you get 1 autograph and 3 memorabilia. If you think of it that way. So a little better, I think. Parallel-wise, I think you're getting a lot more numbered cards out of hobby boxes than we did out of mega. Just my first impressions. I'll watch the video and do a little analysis. Here's Carson Kvapil, Pedal to the Metal. Yeah, I'm going to rewatch my own video because I like listening to myself. And I'll take some notes here and I'll share it with you by Friday on what the numbers were. Here's JHN, a blue out of 199. And Eric Jones, optic. And then there's the Race Kings. Caden Honeycutt, silver. We have Jimmy Johnson, the rides, parallel, and Jimmy Johnson, the ends. Spelling on that one. Here is a little Heim time, parallel, Austin Dillon, optic, and Ross Chastain, Race Kings. And just a little more to finish off. Oh, Wesley sponsored a race. Oh, I like it. Well, we're going to look for a downtown. Let's call it. This was box number, no, this is box number 10 that we opened. What do we got? We have a Austin Cindric. Silver. We've said SVG's name a few times. Martin Truex is the parallel of 199. And here's Alex Bowman again, the W. Alex Bowman out of 99. A red Matty D. Something sticky here. Well, we can see it. Here's John Hunter, optic, and Parker Retzlaff is our autograph for the box. Take a look at that. No number on Parker Retzlaff. Yeah, I could use a little better autographs on these. Just the signing wise. Sammy Smith, we got to get a little better on our signing. There's Unleashed. Here is Taylor Gray Optic. We got Alex Bowman and Corey Heim, the M. And what do we finish strong here? We finish with Danica. There's Danica Patrick. Right behind it is Todd Gillen in red. And right there is Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell season highlights. And a little more. All right, 4 boxes in of each one of them. And again, I'm gonna watch my own video, and I'll do some analysis, and I will report back to you on Friday after we're finished here. We still got don't go anywhere. We still got some good stuff. I'm just cleaning up and talking. We still got some good stuff heading. I will say there's a lot more. If I'm looking at the stack size, there's a lot more Optic has come in the Megas and Hobbies. Let's do 1 box of Mega, 1 box of, what do we call it? Okay, Mr. H, Megas, Retail, and Hobby. We'll do 1 box of each to finish off. And thank you for the sellout, Blasters. I gotta think of an acronym for Blasters. MBH, DHM. I gotta think of something. I'm gonna come up with a fun little saying. And again, if you did step away, I record these and you can watch the video on YouTube. So if you can see what happened, and I should get shipping notifications today. Oh, 101. Our best number so far, we've had 2 golds out of 10, the Raja Door number out of 17, and an artist proof card. That one's Corey Day out of 25. That's not too shabby. All right, what do we got? Let's start off with the velocity, the laser of Ernie Ehrman, Caden Honeycutt Optic. Here is an Optic Connor Zilic, and the memorabilia for this one is Ryan Blaney. There's a Ryan Blaney souvenir swatch. Corey Day Unleashed. Here is Caden Honeycutt on the laser. And a Butterbean. That's a good color match. Butterbean Optic. Coming up. Oh, I thought I saw something. How about Connor Hall? Connor Hall laser. Got a bunch of lasers at the beginning. Bobby Labonte. Silver, Optic Silver. Followed by Justin Allgaier. The Rides Optic. And KK. Here is Jimmy Johnson Optic. So yeah, I think we're getting a lot more Optic cards happening. And here's a number, 249, the Carolina Blue Cole Custer. A few base on that one. Here's the last stack of the Mega Box. Now remember, this is the first 5 boxes of the case. And the next case is happening Friday. And I will report back to you with the numbers from the first 5 cases. But we still got this. Let's see what happens. So we got 1 memorabilia so far from this box. And I'm definitely going to clean the garbage out. Here we go. Good luck on our last box of Megas. Let's see. We have a couple here. Hold on. We got the Danica Patrick blue, but right behind it is a Austin Beers. Austin Beers blue autograph. That's not too shabby. I'll show all the autographs at the end if you've been joining us, coming out and stuff. But I think that's our first. No, we had Sammy Smith. We had a Sammy Smith the blue Velocity autograph also. Okay, so I got like an Austin Beers. That's not too bad. Put that up there. That's our autograph row. And Ryan Blaney spelling. Here is Dale. Looks like a Dale. Okay, Blue Velocity. And Corey Heim spelling. A laser of Jimmy Johnson. And a blue Almadeer. Little AJ blue. How about Bubba Wallace? We got Bubba Wallace optic. And Joe Gibbs, it looks like. Joe Gibbs Racing. And Jeff Gordon. There's Jimmy Johnson N. And finish off the mega box with a Chase Briscoe optic. We have Kyle Larson Race Kings insert. And there we go. First mega boxes are done. That's first 5 mega boxes. And how about the blaster here? Let's do the first 5 blaster boxes. Let's finish this one. And then we'll finish up with that hobby box. And like I said, I'm not selling any of the boxes from the cases. Will be 3 full cases throughout the breaks. We'll do 5 each for 4 days. So there's 20 in each. And then we'll do 1 full case of blaster, 1 full case of mega. And then mixers. Some mixers. I still have plenty of 2025 NT here. A little half case maybe of Prism. We'll do maybe a 3-2-1 is always fun. Hobby boxes. So look for that. Plenty of opportunity for fun. Hold on. Can't all fit in my hand. It's interesting. These are not turned around, but the mega boxes are turned around. So there's what the orange looks like. The orange optic. Jimmy Johnson spelling. I want to say my impression is, it's what we expect. I don't think there was any big shockers. I like the retro. This was 2022, I believe, is when these first came out. I could be wrong on the lasers. Ryan Truex optic. Here is Corey Heim. So if you need that, that's why you get join some blasters. Hell, if it was 2017. Oh wow, I was off. I remember seeing them in 22, but they go all the way back to 17. Oh, interesting. Dawson Sutton, there's the rated rookie. Dawson Sutton, Jimmy Johnson, J. Here's a laser. Oh, let me grab some more. This is the rest of the stack. A laser, a portrait. Dale Earnhardt Jr. portrait. 1 second. And the optic is Daniel Hemrick. Oh, there's Christopher Bell. Souvenir swatch. This looks like fire suit. See, that got me looking at that. That said, it said no particular, what was the official wording? It said not from any specific race or event. But the hobby boxes did say specifically from a race. How about Christian Eckes is lime green out of 199. And Austin Cedric optic is the orange. I think that's our last orange. We have Ty Gibbs optic. A little Haas factory set. And there we go. There is our mega box. All right, one more. Let's do the hobby box here. And then, like I said, I'll get all these sorted. We're going to work on some sorting here. Just cleaning up. And from my stacks that I have here, it looks like optic are the most. There's a lot of optics. About similar in in the inserts and memorabilia. I'm sorry, inserts and parallels, similar stacks, but we do get a lot more optic, which makes sense because they're advertising on there. All right, here we go. Last box of the break. And again, yeah, cookies are for closers here. Here we're going to finish strong. I was going to say, if you want the same price you got, whatever you got, if you want to have that same price in the drivers you picked up in this break, in Friday's break, send me a direct message and I will work something for you. We did that for the other case break, so I'll offer that to here also. All right. What do we got here? Here's the Downtown Time. Kyle Larson Optic. We got Ross Chastain. Here's the Parallel. And Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson for the spelling. Connor Hall. Connor Hall, rated rookie. Parallel. There is Luke Fenhouse. Is the Optic. And Jeremy Clements on the Suited Up. Race worn. A little holographic. Dale Jarrett, 151 out of 199. A green Optic Carl Edwards. Chase Elliott. And there you go. I think that's our only one we've gotten. I promised this one to, hold on, I can look. Heinz Tim. I promised that to him. He'll get that one. And we did not have any Panini points. The Dinger, there's Dawson Sutton, Optic, and Butterbean Unleashed. Yeah, no Panini points. I did see the one I watched, that there was 2 Panini points in the megas. I didn't want to see anybody open up blasters. Anybody, Westy, you're here. Are you opening up a blaster? So yeah, there's more. I would say there's more optics, and I like the blue. I think that's a fun color if you're putting sets together. If you're looking for your drivers, you got to be part of each one of them. Here is, that's why I do the mixers. Blaine Perkins on the Optic. Sammy Smith, Parallel out of $2.99 there, and Brian Blaney is their spelling. Let's keep going with Chandler Smith on the $1.99 there. Parker Retzlaff. And Joe Gibbs turned around here. I wonder why that was turned around. The Optic is Todd Gillen. Wow, car. Oh, something behind it. That's why you check. There is Dale. See Dale hiding behind that. And spelling is Ryan Blaney. More Junior all day here. Brett Cruz Optic. And Kyle Larson is the Race Kings. All right, half a box to go. Sorry, I'm just paying attention here. What do we got here? Anybody talking to me? Donruss doesn't guarantee an auto. Right, it's in the hobby. We've had the autos. We got an extra auto here. We did get an extra auto. Yeah, it's the on average. Wesley's right about that. So far we've had an auto in every hobby box. We have 2 in one, but they were both the same driver. I'll show that. And I'll count. Like I said, I'll run the stats and report back to you on Friday. So don't forget to come Friday, 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. my time, Central Time. Here's our Suited Up, a little Heim Time Suited Up, far suit. Connor Zillage, red out of $2.99. And Corey Heim is the spelling. Here's a purple Ricky Stenhouse, Amarola Optic, and a little Joey Logano. What What else we got? Here's more Corey Heim. Corey Heim on Optic Silver. There's Joe Logano again. And Kyle Busch. There is Jeff Gordon. We got Rusty Wallace, Optic, and Unleashed is Connor Zilic. So it looks like the same guy is showing up all the time here, which is good. We recognize those names. No offense, Sammy Smith. All right, here's our last stack, a little last stack magic here. I think we're owed an autograph for our last stack. So look for that. Let's see what we got. We have right here. Oh, how about John Paul Southern? Little Pandora. Not too bad. Not too bad here. That's, I don't want to say super short print. I didn't look at these. The Black Pandora is not bad. On the optics. And nice rookie. I don't want to... Not sure I've seen a lot of John Paul Southern, but that is, yeah, I'd say that's a case hit. I think we've gotten one. I agree with... excuse me. I agree with what DC was saying. I think we've gotten one per case. This is our third one we've seen. Okay, well, there you go. That's nice. And a rated rookie. Here's Corey Day, purple. And how about William Byron, Spellbound, out of 99. There is Moore Jr. There's Dale Earnhardt. We had a Anthony Alfredo. And how about the autograph is Bailey Curry. Hey, hold on, I'm watching the chat. You think it's shorter than downtown? I don't know. I did not. Well, we've had one downtown in every case so far, and now one Pandora in every case. And a Bailey Curry, no less. Moving along. Chase Elliott Unleashed. Here is the optic of Christian Eckes. We have Connor Zilic. Is the parallel, and Ryan Blaney for the spelling. The last pack here has Clint Boyer, a red Richard Petty. We got Legacy, Motor Club, and the last card of the break is Chase Elliott portrait, a portrait Chase Elliott card. Let me show these autographs. Okay, I've been stacking up the memorabilia. Now, whether there were more numbered cards, these are the ones we sleeved, but here's all the autographs. And I think we had 6 autographs from the boxes. You got your Luke Fenhouse right there. That was out of 10. That was probably our best one. Best autograph out of 10. Here's Bailey Curry we just had. Sammy Smith was from a mega box, and Austin Beers was from a mega box. And I think these were all, we got the Parker Retzlaff Signature Series, Eric Jones dialed in, Eric Jones Signature Series, Nick Sanchez out of 25, and then Tommy Joe Martin. And I believe all these were from, no, I could be wrong. I'm gonna look at the video because there's 6 of them right there. And I think that one was from 1 too. So I'm gonna look at the video before I say anything. That's our autographs. We had a Brad K out of 99. That was our only numbered swatch. Door number Jeremy Clements out of 51. And a few nice ones. That Unleashed. I like the Unleashed. There is Alex Bowman Spellbound. Kyle Busch 99. A nice cracked ice Race Kings. And then take a look there. The Velocity, the laser, blue laser, Carolina blue laser is kind of fun. We had Raja door number out of 17. An artist proof. This is what the artist proof looks like. And a Corey Day artist proof, too. Gotta like that. You can notice it, how the backs look. And then here is Brad K. This is our other second gold. We only had 2 golds, 4 out of 10 on this one. And then the Pandora are pretty fun. That's pretty nice. I'd say that's a case hit. I think we've only gotten 1 from each case. Okay, so that's pretty nice. No downtown, no slingshot. Okay. All right. Well, I have a lot of packing to do, so I will get all these sorted and shipped to you. I gotta fix my screen too. My numbers are a little off right there. That's gonna bother me, so I'll fix that. And thanks everybody. Again, thank you so much for being part of the break. I had fun. I had fun today. There was a lot of good talk. Thanks, everyone. Card Lab. Thank you, DC. Thanks for hanging out with us. There's Numb Champ. I appreciate all the support that everybody has given.